Myrtle Beach, and we are here in the trucks. Class C fixed for, I think, 55 laps, yep. Here at a really fun track. Really fun track in these trucks as well. I've raced here a few times with them in the past. I have moved the steering ratio to 12 to 1. The default is 10 to 1. That's just personal preference. 10 to 1 is probably going to be better for you. A little bit of a quicker reaction time, but I'm always comfortable with 12 to 1. So I am the number 2 here. We got a sort of small field. It's going to feel like a lot on this small of a track, but it could have been a little bit bigger. I think we just had a split. So we got, I think, 15 in here. And I'm going to try and put in a decent qualifying lap. Hopefully we'll get some green flag racing. This track is really tough. I wouldn't be surprised we got several cautions. But I put in a 19:04 there, which I think is fairly decent. It's about the best time I did in the open practice. I think tire wear is going to come into play as well. The way the practice was looking. I did like a 10-lap run. And usually there's not too much wear on the short tracks, but after the end of that 10-lap run, some people were coming out on new tires, and they were just blowing me out of the water. That's probably obvious, but didn't expect it to be that big of a difference. We got an 18.9 up front with the 4. We are in P4 at the moment. I'd rather start on the inside, but I think at the beginning it's not going to matter a whole lot. We also have Troy in here in the number 9. He said hi in the practice right before this, so that's cool. Good luck to him. We do 2 19-0s in a row there, so pretty happy with that. All the times are going to be really close to each other, being a fixed setup on a short track. The 7 in the practice before the race was just like a thousandth slower than I was. I had the fastest time, which I think was like a 19:043 or something, like almost exactly what I just ran. And that was after a few little runs of practice before the long run I did. Long run, quote unquote, 10 laps. No idea what it's going to do over the course of 55 laps. We get some cautions, probably pit for tires, depending on when those cautions come out. Hopefully this just goes all green and have a nice, fun race. That'd be a blast. I love this track, especially long runs. But very hard to get long runs here unless you have a series that doesn't have cautions, like ARCA or something. That's about the only time, but we are done with qualifying already. That was nice and quick. Looks like we're starting on the outside row, P4. That outside, though, here can be pretty good. I'm just a little bit worried on the start, but I think it should be alright. I don't think we're going to fall all the way back to the last or anything, getting stuck, because that inside can get kind of tight. We just need to make sure we're not pushing it up into the wall and we're not getting it too fast on entry of the corner and getting sideways. And that can happen when the tires aren't quite up to temp. We'll see how it goes, though. Looking for a fun race. I think this will be one, if I had to guess. Been enjoying running these trucks fixed at the short tracks. They've actually not been too bad of races, the few that I've done this season. We had that race at Kern, which there was obviously some cautions, but wasn't too bad of a race. We still had some green flag racing. And there's another track too, I can't remember what it was. I've done a couple of these. I guess I could look if I got time here. Maybe.
You have 2 additional sets of tires.
2 sets of tires. I'm not going to have time to look. Almost. Oh yeah, we did Rockingham, that's right. And that was a really fun one. I love Rockingham. Let's go ahead and grab the wall there. Get that out of the way. Steering always acts funny on low speeds in pretty much every car. I had turned it left, but it didn't go left. That's fine, that's just so we don't do it in the race, right?
Fine. No damage to report. The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Get some of that paint worn off there, have a little bit of extra speed. We lose some weight. Of course, it's not paint, actually.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
I wonder, are we going to do second gear or are we going to do third gear? Probably just do second gear, but not, like, gun it. Just ease up into it. Hopefully we can hang on to a top 5 before we get the first yellow.
The pace car is in.
Here we go, coming to the green. He's waiting for green, now he's off.
Green, green, green.
And we are here. Let's make sure we don't overdrive turn 1. Get it nice and easy into the corner. Looks like we're going to be able to slot into 4th. Ahead of this 3 truck. Get down here. Start rolling it around the bottom if we can. We got to watch the looseness out of the corner as well. You see the leader get loose there. Just got to take it easy on the throttle. Don't push it too hard. Nice and easy. We're actually pulling away from the 3 a little bit, but he might be taking care of his tires a little bit better. But it doesn't matter. We get a caution there after 2 laps. At least it wasn't an instant caution. Somebody maybe got bumped into turn 1 or just lost it. It is very, very easy to overdrive. Well, they're backwards on the front straightaway there. Very, very easy to overdrive turn 1, and it's such a sharp, flat corner. If you overdrive it, the rear end just kicks around and you are basically spinning. You got to be very careful and just ease into it. But we're going to be back up on the outside, but it looked like that was going to work fine for us. We might be able to keep getting good restarts like that and stay ahead of the 3. We will see. 15 goes back to 15th after being involved in the first caution, it looks like. And hopefully we don't have too many more. Love for this to be a good race. Tire wise, I don't know if we're gonna, if we pit, I don't know if we're gonna want to take 4 at a time. Being such a short track, you can easily get put a lap down if you're spending too much time on pit road. I'm sure it's not going to be a big deal from this far up in the field, but those guys at the back are going to want to be careful with taking a long stop. Probably be fine for us to take 4, and I don't think I'd want to try to. I don't think that would work. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll just take 4 if we end up getting a caution around halfway or something. We will see. This is a long caution here. Figured we'd be at 2 to go already. I don't even think anybody pit, even the people that wrecked. Should get the 2 to go now.
Pit road is closed.
Yep. Try and get another decent start and slot back in. If the 3 gets around us, I'm not going to be too worried about that. It did look like we were a little bit quicker there at the start, but he could have just been, you know, going 80% to save since we're so early into this race. I wouldn't be surprised if he's quicker than us. I don't think the order of any of these guys ahead of us changed.
Alright, man, we're going green.
It looked like the 8 in the white truck was
on the outside road now.
trying to make a pass on the 4, but I don't think he... Well, he obviously didn't get it done. Being he's still in second.
Get ready.
Try to get a restart, good restart, and
The pace car is in.
get it into turn one without spinning out.
Green, green, green.
Everybody started going before the 4 did. We're actually going to get ahead of the 3 or the 1 for a second, but he's going to get back to the inside.
You got one inside. You're in third place. Still there.
He'll clear us, and then we can get slotted in behind him as I just dragged the wall there. That just got him by us quicker, so that worked out fine. Don't have to sit side by side. Nice and easy. Looks like the 8 is going to get around the 4, maybe. Almost got it done. One car's catching up to him as they're racing side by side. Need to be careful into turn 1.
Car in P1. Just hit the fastest lap. Thank
He
you.
wanted to set the fastest lap while running side by side, so that's pretty crazy. And that was the 8 truck.
All right, man.
Yeah, we'll get another quick yellow.
Yeah, man, you're aggressive.
Your road is closed.
8 gets the position. He's in the lead now. 4 is back to
Your road
second.
is now open.
We stay in 4th after a bit of a messier restart, but not too bad. And this race is going to get eaten away by cautions if we keep having them. I think we've done maybe 6 laps under green. Maybe only 5. Who was involved in that one? I don't know. 13's on pit road. 15 should be the lucky dog now, unless he was in that wreck as well. And that should put everybody back on the lead lap.
Car 15.
Yeah.
Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
He gets back on the lead lap. See if he's got any damage.
Left up 15. Car
I don't see any.
Position when the yellow
Maybe
flag
he
came
just
out.
spun coming out of turn 4, and that's why he was sideways on the front stretch and didn't actually hit anything. Even if you get a little damage at a track this small, it's not going to hurt you too bad. As long as your engine's not blowing. I think we're doing alright. I think I'm overdriving entry a little bit. I'm not taking care of that right front like I need to. But if we never get very many green flag laps, it's not going to matter too much. We keep going like this, a caution every 3 laps. I'm going to be very surprised if anybody pits. We may just have to stay out if everybody pits. But sometimes, even if you are caution after caution after caution, people will still pit it halfway, even though it's really not a good idea, because if you just keep having cautions after cautions, they're not going to have time to get back up here unless everybody pits with them. But less time under green, less time to lose position, so it can be a good risk to stay out when everybody else pits in that kind of situation. Because if you can make it 1 or 2 laps, or just even 1 corner in the lead still, and the caution comes out, then you're still fine. You're still in the position.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man.
But we'll see
Line
what
up on
happens.
the outside row now.
Hopefully we get a decent run at some point. 8 car in the lead now. We'll see if he can pull away. We have the 11 behind us now instead of the 7.
Get ready. Alright, man. 8 cars in.
See when the 8 decides to go as well. 4 was going kind of late. He's going earlier. We stay on the outside of the 1.
The lead is just on 35.
I'm mostly doing that so I can try and stay ahead of the 3.
Back to third. Still there.
Looks like we're going to be able to fight the 1 here for a second.
Still there.
Maybe.
Stay high.
He's definitely quicker than us on the bottom.
Clear low, clear low.
Okay, we got a gap we can slot in here. Okay, should be good. That was the closest the threes come to being able to try and pass me so far. Alright, let's get settled in here, see if we can get a long run. Try not to jinx it. That was not a very good exit of 4. Try and get it off the corner. I'm struggling into 3 and 4 right now, I feel like. 1 and 2, I feel like I'm doing alright, but that was a bad nose push. One car has almost caught the back bumper of the 4. Maybe looking to try and pass here soon, if we stay green. Alright. Not feeling too bad. It's not looking like we got anything for these front 3. And I suspect the 3 truck behind us is going to be quicker than me long run, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. Hopefully we can hang on for a top 5 though, at least. Okay, we got sideways on entry that time. That's the danger of turn 1, and another yellow. Still not going to pit. We'll see what everybody else does. I don't think we need to pit. We're almost halfway. I would be surprised if these people ahead of us pit. But it is long enough. If they get pit to the back, they could probably make it up, even if we only get a couple laps green. Well, those guys are pitting. Me and the 3 and the 8 are not. Could be a good play by the 4 and the 1 if they want to try and beat the 8. The 8 look like to be the quickest there. But if they get off sequence with them, then maybe they'll have something, but they're going to be really far back. It's looking like not many people are pitting. In fact, it might just be them. Well, looks like the back half of the field did pit. Interesting. I just don't think... I mean, I don't think the tires are going to matter. We have not done that many laps under green. I think worst case scenario, they're like 98s on the rights. But if you're in the bag, obviously you got nothing to lose there. And for the guys that were up front, they probably have time to get back up here.
Pit road is closed.
We'll see. Have to see what our lap times are. Our fastest lap's a 19.2. I bet we're still going to be right around that. Now we're going to be restarting on the outside front row. 3 will probably be able to get a better jump than I will be able to. I'm not sure if we'll be able to hold them off this time. But the 11 and the 7 are still behind us. They stayed out with us as well. We'll see how this works out.
Alright, man, we're going green.
Just now to halfway.
Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
See, I told you you'd get people that pit on halfway anyway, even if we haven't done that many green flag laps. But we'll see how it works out for him. The 8 went a lot earlier than the 4 did. We'll see when he goes here.
8 cars in.
Kind of hesitated there. I'm not sure we'll be able to clear the 3.
Good job, man. You're up to second. Good job, man.
As we overdrive 1. Looks like we might be able to get him on exit.
7, 3.
Nope, not quite.
Still there. Still there. Alright, man. Halfway this time. Stay high.
I'd almost rather be in third. If we get some more restarts, it'd be better to be on the inside. It looks like that might end up being what happens here. Oh, he gets loose and spins it off the corner. And that is unfortunate. We were having a good battle there. I was trying to stay ahead of him, but I could not clear him, and then he just lost it, I think. I don't think there was any contact.
Sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like he just lost it. That stinks for him. He was looking like he was going to be able to get around us there if we kept at it. So he might as well go to pit road after that spin. We'll see if anybody else that stayed out last time pits here. Looks like the 7. Nope. Changed his mind. The 4 is already almost back up here, so I think that's going to work out for him having those tires. I'm not sure it's going to... I don't know if it made much of a difference feel or speed-wise, but if you can get back up here anyway, it's not going to hurt you. He'll be restarting third on the inside lane. It's the 3 on pit road, or did he elect to stay out there? No, he decided to go get new tires. That's probably a good idea after that, and you're already in the back anyway after spinning, so good call. Let's see, the 1 and the 4 I think can get up here and probably pass us. I'm not sure what everyone else's speed is going to be like. If new tires are a huge advantage, then we might lose some more spots to some people we haven't seen yet. The 3, he's going to be pretty far back.
Pit road is closed.
But there's only 13 people on the lead lap, so he's not actually going to be that far back, so he may be able to get back up here and challenge us. We'll have to see what happens here. Definitely like the inside a lot better than I did that outside when we were battling the 3. We're going to be getting 20 to go when we take the green next time. I think he just got on it too hard out of 4 and spun. I don't think he got a bump from behind, because it is very loose into 4,
Right,
or
man,
out of
we'll
4.
green next time by. Alright, man. Line up on the outside road now.
But to try and get a better restart this time, we kind of hesitated last time, which lost us a bit of ground. We'll see if the 11 can get to our inside.
Get ready.
And if he passes us and we get to third, then I'm
man.
going to be happy with that. A much better restart in third than second. He gets a much better jump. He's going to clear us almost before we get to turn 1.
Alright, man. 20 to go. Go get him. The leader just did a 36.312.
Looks like we're not going to keep third for very long. The 4's charging up here. But I'd probably rather be in 4th for a restart. Anyway, as well, I'd get a better restart from that spot than second. I'm just terrible at restarting outside front row. I got on it too early. That's going to shove the nose bad. 4 is going to get us.
Still there? What's the line?
The 1's not far behind him either. Looks like we're going to slot back to 5th
Clear low, clear low.
here in just a minute.
Got 1 inside. Stay high.
Which will be fine. That'll put us on the inside as well. We're just going to let him go and stay ahead of the 7.
Got 1
Hopefully.
outside. You're clear high, clear high.
And they're wrecking behind us.
Alright, man, caution is out.
And another caution.
Is out. Line up single file. Pit road is
Well, dang it. Almost feel like I want to take tires. How many laps we got left? 16? Is that going to be a bad idea if we take tires? Do I want to give up track position? I don't know. Who's going to pit with us if we do?
Pit road is now open.
Is the 8 gonna pit? Is the 7 gonna pit? That guy's pitting. Let's pit. Let's try it. This may be a bad idea. Not many people are pitting. We were back to 5th there, though. We'll see how far back we fall here. Man, only a couple people pit there. I thought more would, especially with how many people pit that first time.
2.
Well, we might be in trouble.
Right here.
The 4 was able to get up pretty quick, so maybe we'll have some of the same luck.
Alright, that's it. Go.
Maybe we can just follow the 11 up through there.
Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
Tires.
Line up single file.
95s. So that's a little bit worse than I expected.
11 car.
Sure did seem like the 4 and the 1 had much more grip than us, but they've been faster than us all race anyway, so... We're going to be in 12th. Yep. Can we make up 7 spots? That's going to be a lot. Who knows? This will make it more exciting anyway. Have to try and get back up to the field. Though I'd rather not be on the outside for this. Let's see how it works out. Troy is up to 7th, so he's doing good.
Line up on the outside road now.
Probably was a bad idea pitting at that point.
Get
We
ready.
may not be going green much still, and we haven't really been anyway, but
Alright, man.
thought it might be fun to try, seeing as the 4 was able to get up there pretty fast, and the 1. But he had half the field pit with him. We're going to be up top 3 wide, I think. They're wrecking behind us, and I'm getting wrecked.
Three wide up the middle. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Pit road is closed. Let the 11 car by.
Okay.
It's the 9 car.
It's just a shame we can't race
15 car.
I don't know what happened there.
short track every time we go to a short track.
No damage, at least.
Doesn't help the leaders firing all the way back in 3. It's kind of annoying. No one's ready to go. Then everybody sprints trying to get up to speed.
We have 10
We're in
to go
11th
this
now.
time.
At least I'll be the inside. The guy on my inside, the 11, looked like he took it 3 wide to the guys outside in front of him, and then I don't know how we ended up getting tagged there, but we didn't hit anything at least. Interesting.
Yeah, but he's done it every restart, so everybody should be ready for it.
It's the 15 car.
We're going to have very few
Yeah,
laps
he's
left
playing
to get
games,
anything.
but,
It's not going to work out, I don't think. Hopefully we get a top 10. Should have just stayed
I
out.
mean, I figure the earlier he'd go, that maybe it'd spread us out a little bit where we're not running into each other, but...
And that's what's happening. Is a guy back in 10th sees that he fired, and he's just matting the gas thinking he can go too, even though the cars in front of him haven't gone. It just creates a pile up.
We're all expecting it. It's just kind of an awkward place to get the gears going.
It is a weird restart zone, that is true. Pace car gets in really early before the
It's a
corner.
fun track. There's no doubt it's a fun track, but it's tough. It's tough to pass. Restarts are tough.
Pit road is closed.
I miss this track. I used to go here most weekends when it was race day.
I missed it too. I raced it one time, and I really wish I could go back.
At least we'll be on the inside for this one, though I don't know if it's going to help much. I don't think we're going to be getting much out of this. Unfortunately, that was a bad call to pit. But they could wad them up front. Who knows? We're going to need some luck at this point. Should have stayed out. That would have been much better for us. The 8, I think, is probably still in the lead.
Alright, man.
He
Line
is.
up on the inside row.
Let's see how this works.
It's the 10 car.
Unfortunate we had that slide there. We were going to be ahead of the 15, but this way we get on the inside. But tires probably didn't like that slide too much.
Green flag, green flag.
We're wrecking immediately and ahead of us as well.
Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high.
Oh my gosh.
Caution is out.
Sorry about
Well, we might be in top 5 now.
The road is closed.
Top 6. I don't know what the heck that was.
I thought for sure you were ahead of me there one.
Three,
just-
I'm sure you shit yourself on that one.
They
I
just
thought for
all
sure
decided
you were
to
in it.
die. Somebody probably spun their tires. I don't know what happened ahead of the
It
big
was
wreck.
close. It was close.
Yeah, we're up to 6th now.
5 laps to go.
No, 7th.
again, Richard, I'm sorry.
I thought there was only 5 people ahead of us.
And car.
I said, I'm sure you shit yourself there. I almost hit him. I
Oh,
thought
there's
you
6.
caught him.
Thought that front one was the pace truck.
Well, I got murdered once, and I was like, dang, this sucks. And then the next guy wrecked, and I was like, oh, I'm really dead now. And somehow I missed it.
Yeah, I stayed low just in case you got through it, man. I didn't want to come flying up into you, so I tried to hang it on the bottom. But
That was
yeah,
scary
I
from
thought
back
for
here.
Sure I mean, I just missed him, and you were right beside me.
Car.
How you missed him, I have no idea.
Let him by on the outside.
It all worked out. Hey, Ronald, can you see my right front on the right side? It kind of got junked right there.
We're still good.
Some of you worked out.
We're still plenty good. There is a green white checkered, and we're gonna get another restart. The one time I actually think we need more restarts because it gives us more opportunity to gain spots with our new tires. We're already back up to 7th. If we can just keep this, we'll be good. But I think we can probably get some more if we can stay on the inside line.
No, that's just rubbing his racing right there.
Almost back to the 3.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I wouldn't even it wouldn't even faze me there. It's nothing.
I can't believe we missed both of those. That second one, the guy spinning to the inside, I didn't think was going to end up being that close, but he bounced back across the track, and I had to figure out if I wanted to go low or high, and I kind of made a late decision, and it almost didn't work out. I got a lot of trucks, some damage.
This is the final time.
Oh.
We'll try for a green, white,
Well,
chicken
good luck,
finish.
everybody.
The road is closed.
Actually wanted an extra restart for that one. Now we got to make sure we don't get wrecked. Might be able to get around some people on the outside.
It's a 1, but
People that are starting on the outside, that is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hopefully we don't
So
get
what
run
you're
over
saying
though.
is to lick that stamp, right?
yes, sir.
We'll see how this goes.
There's plenty of racetrack under those rumble strips. Go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those turtles kill you.
Yes, they will.
I mean, I
Alright, man,
paid
we're
for it.
going
Why
green
not use
next
it?
time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Hey man, if they didn't want you to race there, they wouldn't have paved it.
Exactly.
See if we can pass the 10 on the
I
inside.
paid for the whole track, and I'm gonna use it. Damn it.
They might have some contact ahead of us. We're gonna have to try and get a good jump here so the 7 can't get to our outside. I think we can. I think with new tires, the inside's gonna be great for us, though. Outside gets kind of jumbled up. The 5 on the outside. We're gonna get to his inside.
Did a 35.96. You got one outside. Go there, towards the line.
Should we give him room off the corner? We clear him.
Clear high. You got one outside. All clear, all clear. White flag, one more left to go.
Might be all we get, but that is perfect for us. Top 5. We just did our fastest lap of the race.
You got, man. The car is 4. Just hit the top.
We had more laps, we might be able to compete with these guys, but
3.
ran out of time. So, pitting actually gets us exactly where we were. That's hilarious.
What a hell of a race between you two there.
Good race up front. Can't believe the 8 kept that.
1. Just hit the fastest lap. 19.
Good race, 5. That was a lot of fun, bud.
There's the flag. It's over.
Much respect there.
Yeah, everyone we were around was doing pretty good.
Good race, 1. That's how I kind of wanted it to be your race.
Good race up front.
Yeah, that's how it should be, right? That was fun for 2 laps.
So we pit from 5th all the way back to 12th, and then the immediate restart after that, they all decide to wreck in front of us, get us to 7th, and then we pass a couple on the restart, and right back to where we were. So I don't think it would have been any different had we stayed out there. I don't think we were gaining anything on those old tires, so the new tires at least gave us a chance. We just ran out of laps. But I will take a top 5, of course, and let's go take a look at everything that happened there. First up is the 12 and the 6. Some net code there. They're kind of bouncing off each other, and that gets the 12 sideways. Is that the first yellow? I believe it is, yeah. And then what happens ahead? So we saw the 15 backwards at the beginning. On the front stretch, didn't we? Or was that the 12 that was backwards? No, yeah, he just self-spun out of 4. But that wasn't the caution, because he didn't have anybody behind him. Maybe. No, we're still green, I think. No, we're not. We're not actually still green. Well, then when did the 12 wreck? The 12 wreck after that? Oh, that's lap 11. Okay, so that was the second caution. The 15's first caution actually didn't even show up. I see. Troy grabbing some wall there. He keeps it up there. 12 and the 7. 12 gets on it too hard out of turn 4, and that sends him to the inside. And we get a yellow for that, I think. Restart here. Oh, this is what happened to us. So the 11, me and the 11 had pit for new tires. The 13 didn't. So the 13 jumps the start here. They get stacked up on his inside, so the 13 just goes middle, seeing a gap. And I don't know what happens here. Oh, the 12 or the 13 comes up, and maybe he doesn't know they're 3 wide. So he bounces off of them. I don't know how we got hit. 13 probably just doesn't know they're 3, and then he slides back up, takes out a couple people, and did the 11 just miss the corner and get into us? How did that work? He just hits the brakes too hard, he gets sideways, corrects right into us. Just a little tap of the left rear for us, and we keep it out of the wall. And we only lose 1 spot out of this, so we were able to get back going pretty quick before the field caught up, even though there wasn't that many people behind us anyway. Then this is when they all decided to wreck on the restart. 14 just gets loose, getting up through the gears. Right into Troy. Troy nowhere to go there. Oh, and that destroys his truck. That is unfortunate for him. We just sneak around that. And then they're wrecking ahead. Unrelated to this first incident. That happens behind him. Oh, the 5 gets loose on the front stretch and sends the 6 straight into the inside wall. And then we barely missed that. 6 done. Unfortunate for him. Let's see how we miss both of these. That was close there. Close there. 7 was ready to check up, and then the 6, I wasn't sure if he was going to bounce all the way across the track, and we got really close to hitting him. That would have been bad. And that's it for big wrecks. But a short race, 55 laps, turns out to be 57. If you get a couple cautions, you really lose a lot of the racing time. But we at least managed to get a couple spots at the end on those new tires and get a top 5. So I can be happy with that. Only a little 2x with that spin, but that's not a big deal at all. So yeah, not too bad. I think would have gotten 5th or worse had we stayed out on those old tires. So we just ended up getting lucky with half the field wrecking in front of us. Had that not happened, we may not have had time to get up there, but it worked out. So yeah.